Natural histories encompass both the natural and the human worlds. This one seeks to answer three great questions. How was Europe formed? How was its extraordinary history discovered? And why did Europe come to be so important in the world? For those, like me, seeking answers, it is fortunate that Europe has a great abundance of bones, layer upon layer of them, buried in rocks and sediments that extend all the way back to the beginning of bony animals. Europeans have also left an exceptionally rich trove of natural history observations, from the works of Herodotus and Pliny to those of the English naturalists Robert Plot and Gilbert White. Europe is also where the investigation of the deep past began. The first geological map, the first paleobiological studies, and the first reconstructions of dinosaurs were all made in Europe. And over the past few years, a revolution in research, driven by powerful new DNA studies, along with astonishing discoveries in paleontology, has enabled a profound reinterpretation of the continent's past. This history begins around 100 million years ago, at the moment of Europe's conception, the moment when the first distinctively European organisms evolved. Earth's crust is composed of tectonic plates that move imperceptibly slowly across the globe, and upon which the continents ride. Most continents originated in the splitting of ancient supercontinents. But Europe began as an island archipelago, and its conception involved the geological interactions of three continental parents: Asia, North America, and Africa. Together, those continents comprise about 2/3 of the land on Earth, and because Europe has acted as a bridge between these land masses, it has functioned as the most significant seat of exchange in the history of our planet. Europe is a place where evolution proceeds rapidly, a place in the vanguard of global change. But even deep in the age of dinosaurs, Europe had special characteristics that shaped the evolution of its inhabitants. Some of these characteristics continue to exert influence today. In fact, some of Europe's contemporary human dilemmas result from those characteristics. Defining Europe is a slippery undertaking. Its diversity, evolutionary history, and shifting borders make the place almost protean. Yet paradoxically, Europe is immediately recognizable. With its distinctive human landscapes, once great forests, Mediterranean coasts, and alpine vistas, we all know Europe when we see it. And the Europeans themselves, with their castles, towns, and unmistakable music, are every bit as instantly recognizable. Moreover, it is important to recognize that Europeans share a highly influential dream time in the ancient worlds of Greece and Rome. Even Europeans whose forebears were never part of this classical world claim it as their own, looking to it for knowledge and inspiration. So what is Europe, and what does it mean to be European? Contemporary Europe is not a continent in any real geographical sense. Instead, it is an appendix, an island-ringed peninsula, projecting into the Atlantic from the western end of Eurasia. In a natural history, Europe is best defined by the history of its rocks. So conceptualized, Europe extends from Ireland in the west to the Caucasus in the east, and from Svalbard in the north to Gibraltar and Syria in the south. So defined, Turkey is part of Europe, but Israel is not. The rocks of Turkey share a common history with the rest of Europe, while Israel's rocks originate in Africa.